Them long nights, eyes red, hands shaking. Still I stay, still I pray. Now the ground feel like it's brazen. Used to count change for the bus ride. Rain in my shoes, cold shut eyes. Had to talk faith when the hope died. Hard on the floor, but I still try. Mama in the kitchen with the light low, telling me to keep my mind on the high road. Every little tear was a time code, stamped in my soul like a barcode. Days of pain, I pray, put the work in, never strayed. Every no that I face, built the armor that I wear today. Now I rise up, I'm victorious. All that hurt in my story turned glorious. Better days, I can feel them in my chest right here. Sacrificed so much just to stand right here. Now I'm here, I'm victorious, glorious. Glorious. Life is glorious, yeah. Used to feel small in the big crowd. Voice real soft, dreams real loud. Had to dig deep when the doubt screamed. Standing in the dark with a wild dream. Friends fell off when the road bent. Still I moved on with a broke sin. Every setback was a token, proof that the line hadn't closed yet. I overcame what they said I'd be. Turned every chain to a memory. Now when I look back, that old me, just a shadow trying not to end. Warrior, now I rise up, I'm victorious. All that hurt in my story turned glorious. Better days, I can feel them in my chest right here. Sacrificed so much just to stand right here. Now I'm here, I'm victorious, glorious. I bled for this, I wept for this. Lost sleep, lost time, lost innocence. But I live for this, yeah, I live for this. Every scar on my skin is my evidence. I overcame. They try to break me, but I still came back stronger in my own name. Now I rise up, I'm victorious. All that hurt in my story turned glorious. Better days, I can feel them in my chest right here. Sacrificed so much just to stand right here. Now I'm here, I'm victorious, glorious.
Woke up with fire in my veins. This world won't stay the same. We're painting skies in brighter frames. Every heartbeat beats for change. Step by step, we climb the peak. Feel the rhythm, hear it speak. This is the year. This is the time. Dreams take the wheel. We're crossing the line. Power in motion. Believe like the sun. This is the year where it all gets done. Hey, we're alive, alive. Watch us rise, rise. We're alive, alive. Drum beats echo through the streets. Hands are building, goals complete. We move as one, the rhythm leads. Lifting others, planting seeds.
You're muted, Queen.
I did all of that for no reason. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing this morning?
Doing great.
Let me
Good
open up my
morning.
chat.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Okay, today is day one. Today is day one of our new life. Today is day one of our new mindset. Today is day one of our winning season. Today is day one of the overflow. Today is day one of getting everything that we want. Okay, getting everything that we want. So I want you to drop a word in the chat. How are we feeling today? How are we feeling today? Let me open my chat. How are we feeling so far? We are refreshed, we are excited, we are empowered, we are amazed, we are phenomenal, we are tired, we are determined, we are blessed, we are victorious, we are fabulous, we are expecting, we are elated, we are tenacious, we are encouraged, we are a little under the weather, but I'm here determined, we are excited, we are motivated. Listen here, y'all. All it takes is one decision, right? All it takes is one decision to change the rest of your life. All it takes is one decision to change the rest of your life. So whether you join this challenge because you want to be changed, whether you join this challenge because you feel like there's something in your business that needs to be changed, whether you join this challenge because you want to start something new, whether you said, I just want to try something new so I can get some new results, type new results in the comments. We got to do something new to get new results. We got to try something new to get some new results. And so on these morning calls, you guys are super blessed because I have my mindset coach who's going to come in and pour into how we can have some new results with some new mindsets. Now, let me tell you some things about new. New is going to not be our comfort zone. New is not what we normally do. New may feel a little weird, okay? New, we may not understand why he's saying do this and that, and I don't get why I gotta do all that. Just trust the process. Someone type trust the process in the chat. So if you trusted me enough with your business to join me on 5 days, I want you to trust my mindset coach, because I promise you, if you do what he says to do, if you do the homework that he says to do the homework, if you just kind of tear down your guard, right? Like just take your guard off, take all that off, and just come in the mornings with just an open ear, ready to learn some new things. Because when you go through the process, I promise you by Friday, guaranteed, Wednesday normally, 9 out of 10 of y'all after today going, but okay, I kind of see where he's going with this. I kind of see why he's having me do X, Y, and Z. But we have to have new mindset, new goals for new results. Okay. So without further, hold on. Are we doing a video, Sunshine?
Not that I'm aware of, love. You could go ahead and bring him right on up.
Okay. I need some big bank welcomes. I can't even bring him on until we are loud. We got to be super, super duper loud, because this is the guy that's going to change our money. Because in order to change your money, you have to change your mind. I know y'all think it's going to be tonight with the structure and the AI and the social media. It's not that. We have to change our money by changing our mind. So without further ado, can we take everyone off of mute? I want it to be as loud as possible when we bring up my mindset coach, mindset mogul. I got to hear some loud bank yells.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Ready?
Let's
Let's
go.
Let's go.
Come on, get it. Come on.
Good morning. Come on, Lenny. Good morning. Welcome in.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Oh, no, let me real.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Happy
Rise and
Monday.
shine.
Let's
La,
get
la,
it.
la,
Let's
la,
get
la.
it.
Come on.
Let's
Joe, let's go.
Welcome,
go.
Let's
welcome.
go.
Win
Welcome.
Oh,
Carlotti.
Good
let's
morning.
go.
Good morning.
And we are ready.
All
Right,
right, all
right.
right. Let's
Grand
go. Let's
rising.
go.
Good morning.
Oh, let's get it.
Sean.
You're muted. We can't hear you.
Still can't hear you, King.
Yeah, it's not coming through. Okay. We're gonna have to run this one back, y'all. We might have to do this one more time. Come
He has
on,
the
Joe.
neck. Hold on. Did y'all check out the neck microphone? Now you better have the neck microphone. Come on, Tony Robbins. Come on.
Grand rising, everybody. All right, he should be getting his audio together really quick. But listen, I just want to welcome everybody to your leadership and accountability call. And I just want everybody to put the word accountability in the chat. Put the word accountability in the chat. I want you to understand that this is day one, and I need you to get it like immediately that this is all about execution. Put execution in the chat. Because let's be honest, we all have ideas, we all have plans, but the truth is, our ideas, it doesn't change our lives, right? Our plans, they don't build our legacies. The only thing that does is execution. I hope y'all putting execution in there in all caps. It needs to be in all caps. Accountability is what's truly going to bridge that gap as far as between where you are right this moment and where you want to be. And if I can see everybody in here just as much as possible. I want to see you at the bank. Today, when you get with our mindset mogul, it's not going to be about what sounds good. All right. You might be motivated, you might get emotional, but it is not about what sounds good. It's about what gets done. Put I'm getting it done in the chat. As leaders, we are truly measured by our intentions and our actions. Well, we're not measured by our intentions, but we're measured by our actions. And our actions is how we get results. Put results in the chat, y'all. Put results in the chat. Mindset mogul, are you ready yet? Are you in here? I just want to make sure you in here because I don't know if they ready for you. I'm not sure if they ready. I know we ready. But this king that's coming up, he's always going to be here to strengthen our mindset. The honestly speaking, in order to get anything that it is that you want in this life right now, your biggest dream, it's not just about all the actions that you have to take. The foundation of it is your mindset. Your mindset is the only thing that's truly standing in between where you are at this very moment and where you're looking to be. That is the foundation of it. If you don't believe that you can't do it, you can't do it. If you believe that you can do it, you can and you will get it done. We have a lot of people in this room. I want to see where all my doers at. If you are a doer, put I am a doer in the chat. Our mindset mogul is going to always push us to think bigger, to think better, to see to see ourselves in a light that we need to see ourselves in order to have the things that we want to have in this life. So if you're ready to think bigger, if you're ready to move with intention and move smarter, if you're ready to become more effective in less time, Then I want everybody to give it up for our mindset mogul one more time, y'all. Let's come off mute and let's get this done.
Woo, woo, woo,
Give it up, y'all. Give it up.
Let's
Let's go.
go. Let's
Happy
go. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh, let's
Monday.
go.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Let's
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 go.
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 Let's go.
Go.
Right.
Monday.
Happy
Grand
Monday.
Rising.
Let's
Let's
go.
go.
Grand Rising.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
being
Oh,
here.
let's go.
Let's
And happy
go. Let's
Monday.
go.
Let's get it. Let's
Happy
get it.
Monday.
Let's
Let's
go. I like
Good
to
to
go.
see
see
it.
everyone.
Hey.
Go.
Let's get
Great
it.
morning. Let's go. Let's go.
Be ready.
He said they ready today. Look, what I'm gonna do is improvise. So I have my other mic that I'm using, and then I got this video. So for right now, we'll work it out that way. Cool? We're good. We're good with that team. Make sure you're clear on that. I have the other mic, but I'm using this video. All right, there we go. So let's get back to regular scheduled programming. Okay, look, they try to stop us. The devil knocking early. Look, devil knocking early. Okay, so what's going on, family? Go ahead and put the trophy emoji in the chat. If you believe that this year is your best year, go ahead and find the trophy emoji. Put the trophy emoji in the chat because you are the MVP of your life, the most valuable participant. And what I want to do is I want to call some of you out. So I'm gonna just go on the board. I'm gonna check to see who's here. When I do call your name out, go ahead and put the trophy emoji in the chat. If you can, put your cameras on. If you can, put your cameras on. Okay. If you can. All right. So who do we have? Who do we have? LaShonda. What's going on, LaShonda? Go ahead and put the trophy emoji in the chat. Go ahead and put the trophy emoji in the chat. Thank you, Miss Joy. We appreciate you. Thank you, Sunshine, for bringing us up. Today is going to be a great day. I always put this in the chat. Today is a good day for a great day. Miss Liz, go ahead and put the trophy emoji in the chat. Miss Shauna, go ahead and put the trophy emoji in the chat. Miss Debbie, put the trophy emoji in the chat. Miss Gilda, Sasha, everyone who is here. Yeah, I want to call your name out, but due to time constraints, I can't call everyone out. But what I would do is say, snap it up and clap it up for you because you could be anywhere, but you're right here. Right? I see you, Alfred. There we go. I see it. Yes, be the most active participant, the most valuable participant in your life, and that is how we'll get to success. So first and foremost, my name is Sean Crewmate, also known as Mindset Mogul, Two Comma Crew. People call me a lot of things, but I really just want you to call me someone that is a person of God, someone that is a person of love, someone that is a person of true, genuine spirit. And I operate with love. Somebody put LUHV in the chat. I operate with love. Love is the highest frequency. Love is the highest frequency. And when you operate with love, anything is possible. So when you're going out there and you have this job that you want to do, you might not like the job. You want to operate with love. But let me first tell you why I'm qualified to even speak to you all here today. Because it's one thing for Joy to just bring me on out of nowhere, right? You're just like, oh, hey, where am I right now? I got some things to do. Well, the things that I'm going to share with you helped me. And it helped me become a person of success. And I want to give that to you no matter where you're at in your journey. I'm quite sure all of us here are successful. So let's continue to rise it up and get to that next level, right? Everyone's clear on getting to that next level. Everyone know that they can get to a next level. There's another level you can get to. All right. So I think we're good on that. So my journey started back when I first, it was around like 2015. I kind of was questioning everything in life. And it led me, like I just graduated, by the way, college. I did graphic design and I had a master's in communication. So like literally I just did a bunch of things, but I never truly felt satisfied where I was at. I always felt like there was another level going. And I always felt like I had to reach some sort of milestone in order to be happy. But the crazy thing was that every time I reached the next milestone, it was like, okay, that's it. And then I had to go shoot for another milestone. So one of the things I realized, it wasn't about the milestones you were hitting. It was about the person you were becoming while you were hitting those milestones. Make sense? So you might be on a journey right now about where you're going. You might say, oh, I didn't get that house. Oh, I didn't get the car. I didn't get the salary. And whatever it may be for you, that's not the end all be all. The journey is where it's at. The journey is where the fun is. The journey is where everything is going to be that matters to you. So I want you to think about what's most important to you. Let me know in the chat. What's most important to you? What's most important to you? So people see me and they see me do motivational calls, inspirational calls. But what I do is I build systems for success. And my systems institute personal and business growth. So the way that I look at it is that your life is based upon relationships. Your life is based upon relationships. Businesses are relationships. When you start to put it all together, it's all about how you're interacting with the relationships that you have, the relation that you have to what's in front of you. And this will start to make sense as we go along. But I just kind of want to see what we put into the chat really fast. God, health, my family, my children. Okay, all right. All that's good. All that's good. Time, health, family. Okay. Now, the biggest thing in all of that to me is time. But why would time be the most important thing? Somebody let me know in the chat. Why would time be the most important thing? It's finite. Can't get it back. Right. You could get a lot of money. You can lose it, but you can get it back, right? You can get a lot of time, and if you lose it, you just can't get that back. So when you start to realize time is the biggest, most important thing that God has gifted us with, you have to take advantage of time. But too often, what do we hear? Oh, I don't have the time, right? What, like, think about it. Like, money is a thing that we desire, but how come we don't necessarily have all the money that we want? Maybe it's not what we're doing with the time that maybe it's not just the time, is what we're doing with the time that we have, right? So everyone has these 24 hours in the day, but what are you doing with your 24 hours? So how many of us say we want serious relationships? If you want a serious relationship, put a one in the chat. That's you. Put a one in the chat. That's you. I'm setting y'all up right now. Just let y'all know I'm setting you up. Because when you say I want a serious relationship, how many of us actually have experienced those serious relationships? Sometimes you don't like it when it gets too serious, right? But we want intentional relationships. So everything we do, we must do it with intention. So I'm going to share my screen a little bit just to kind of give us some preference here, right? Um, I am an author. I have multiple books, but my flagship book is Becoming More Effective in Less Time. If you do have a copy of Becoming More Effective in Less Time and you read it and it helped you out, go ahead and put a trophy emoji in the chat. If you've never heard of it, go ahead and put a one in the chat. Go ahead and put a one in the chat. All right. So as I'm going through this, this might seem so simple, right? Like what I'm going to share with you might seem so simple, but it'll pick up as we go on. Okay, it'll pick up as we go on. All right. So let me go grab that. What I'm going to do is, if you don't have it, I'm going to put it on the screen for you, and we can explore together. Okay, we can explore together. But I'm going to go to chapter what? Chapter 1. I'm going to go chapter 1. I'm gonna start at chapter. So if you do have it, turn over to chapter 1. So becoming more effective in less time when good is no longer good enough. How many of us feel that way? How many of us resonate with that? Good is no longer good enough. Like you've been good for a while. It's gotten you a lot of, good things, but you're now in a state where you say, look, good is no longer good enough for me now. I'm looking for something bigger, better. I'm going for greatness. Let me know in the chat if you're going for greatness. Tracy said me. Hey, look, Angel said me. They said facts. Yes, exactly. So let's read this a little bit. Reading is fundamental. Now, how many of us read on a daily basis? Be honest. Don't tell me that you read Chat GPT. I don't want to hear that you read stuff on Instagram. I'm talking about, do you take time to read? How many times throughout the week do you do that? Let me know in the chat. How many times throughout the week? Be honest. It's not about a fluff game. You just want the facts, okay? So be honest about it. 3 to 4 times. No, I don't. Not often. Okay. Do you feel like time is moving by fast or time is moving by kind of slow? Let me know in the chat. Okay, I think most of us are going to say fast. Now, one of the keys to having life slow down for us is reading. When you read, life will slow down for you. This is a hack. I promise you this. In fact, let me just see. All of my people who actually read, you said 3 to 4 times every day or whatever. What happens when you read? Put it in the chat. What happens when you read? And we're gonna have some fun today because I'm gonna bring you up and have this dialogue, back and forth dialogue with you all, but I'm just slow walking into it. So there's something that fundamentally happens to you while you're reading. Aha, who said that? Somebody just said it. Imagination activates. That is the key because everything in life is created from your mind first. So let's go into it. So the first things first, mindset, the key to unlocking your life. As I read, I want you to just visualize. Don't do anything else. Don't be on your phone. Don't text. Don't put anything in the chat just yet. Just listen to it and just allow my words to help navigate your thoughts. So it reads as follows. We all have a certain mindset, of course, but did you ever stop to think about what that really is? Mindset is a set of beliefs and assumptions that shape how you make sense of the world and yourself in it. Just think about that for a second. Mindset is a set of beliefs and assumptions that shape how you make sense of the world and yourself in it. How many of us already have mindset? You already have it. You don't need mindset. I already got this. Put a one in the chat if you already got this. Put a two in the chat if you need the mindset. I see a lot of ones. So is mindset something that you do or something that you have? Is mindset something that you do or something that you have? Somebody said both. I can see why you say both because everything exists at the same time. So it could be both. Now, mindset is something that you actually do. That's why when you read it, let's read it back and let's see if it makes sense now. Mindset is a set of beliefs and assumptions that shape how you make sense of the world and yourself in it. Can we, all right, now let me ask again. Is it both? Is it something you have? Is it something you do? Let us know. So I can see we're starting to see a little bit differently, right? And I'm going to show you some things today that might blow your mind, but it's going to show you how your mind is controlling your reality. And if you don't control your mind, you might just be living in someone else's reality. You just might be the background extra in somebody else's movie instead of the star of your own. Uh-oh, I think that clicked for someone. Okay, so here we go. Let's go now. Let's start moving fast now. So it influences how you think, feel, and act in any given situation. You would then set expectations or intentions from that place. So your mindset will influence how you think, feel, and act in any given situation. You will then set expectations or intentions from that place. Now, let's just break down the words really fast. So, expectations. How many of us have expectations on our family, our friends, loved ones, might be a significant other? If you do, put me in the chat. Okay, let's break it down real fast. How do you feel about those expectations? Do they live up to your expectations? Does that family members live up to your expectations? Not always, no, sometimes, not always. All right, look at the chat. Everyone look at the chat, and I want you to see the common theme in it. There's a common theme. What I'm having you pick up is something that starts with a P. What is the word? What am I having you pick up on right now? What am I having you pick up on? Oh, somebody said perception. Ooh, love it, love it. Purpose. Ooh, perspective. Yes. What else? Purpose. Ooh. Okay, people. All right. What I'm having you pick up on is pattern. Pattern. So pattern recognition is going to be key. We ever seen someone who's I'm one of those kids who were gifted in school. When I was in ninth grade, my mom passed away, and that was the only year that I had like a bad grade. I had 65 grade point average, and unfortunately, I just passed by 1 point. But pattern recognition is how they determine if someone's intelligent or not. After that year, I got over my mom's death. I was able to use her spirit and motivate me and push me. And what I ended up doing was having 100% grade point average for the duration of that my next school years. And I graduated salutatorian. The only reason why I didn't get valedictorian is because I went to 4 different high schools. That's the only reason why I didn't. But I'm telling you this because when I figured out pattern recognition was all they were testing you on, it made life so easy. Okay, so that's going to come in handy as we go. All right, so as we go, I want you to pick up your patterns, right? So it says there are two types of mindsets: fixed and growth. Those with fixed mindsets believe that their lives and everything in them are unchangeable. So basically, they're just here for the ride and they will react as needed. Do we know some of those people in our lives? Name somebody. Don't worry, they're not here, so they won't know. Name somebody. You can just put a title. Is it uncle? Is it aunt? Is it dad? Is it mom? Is it brother? Is it me? Write it down in the chat. So, um, so a lot of people with the fixed mindsets, they won't take the risk because they fear failure and they shy away from challenges. Somebody put the definition of fear in the chat. Somebody put the definition of fear in the chat. Put the definition of fear in the chat. Okay, okay. All right. False evidence appearing real. Face everything and rise. Dreams unfulfilled. Okay, okay. Let's get back to the work. Pick up on the P word. Pick up on the P word. What are we seeing? What do we see? A pattern. So while all of you having the same answer, there's a pattern in there. There's something for you to think about there. Why do you all have the same answer? Remember when we looked at the the fact that family, you have expectations on other people, you get disappointed, right? The truth is you can't have expectations on anyone else other than yourself. So somebody put in the chat, I'm having expectations on me. The reason why it doesn't work when you have expectations on someone else because you can't expect anyone to do what you do. You can't ever expect anyone else to do what you do. So the expectation is from you to you. Now, what you can have is a standard. If the person doesn't live by that standard, you could choose to be with that person or not be with that person. Cool. But what I want you to realize is these patterns. So fear is face everything and rise, but I want you to think about the baseline of what a fear really is. A fear is having a bad imagination. So when we put our imagination on other people and they don't live up to our imagination, we feel some type of way. So our imagination is creating how we feel. Our imagination is creating our lives. Our internalization, we always talk about communication, but we forget to talk about internalization, all right? So what you're internalizing is showing up. So now let's make this all make sense now, okay? Let's make it all make sense. So when people have a growth mindset, they understand that nothing is static. Instead, they will grow and change over time. They're more open to exploring opportunities and putting themselves out there in an effort to improve the quality of their lives. So they know that their lives aren't fixed. They kind of get that. They know that there's room to grow. They know that there's room to be the best you can be. But somewhere along the way, we've been what? Because everybody has a fixed mindset and everybody has a growth mindset. And let's demonstrate that. Let's demonstrate that. Um, in fact, let's have somebody come up. Let's have somebody come up. Raise your virtual hand. How much money do you want to collect this year? If this year is going to be your best year, how much money would you love to collect this year? How much money would you like to collect? Let's raise your virtual hand. Somebody come up and share. What would you like to collect? Because I know we want some big bags, right? Come on, come on. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy now. Closed mouth does not get fed, okay? All right, we have a hand. Let's bring someone up.
Grand Rising Love, is it Tashambe?
Yes,
You can.
ma'am.
Grand Rising.
Grand rising to everyone this morning. My actual financial goal is 2.5 million. We have the sources, we have the standards of practice, we have everything in place, the clientele that love us. We just need to expand out so that the people know where we are. So yes, 2.5 million is our minimal goal this year.
Okay, I like that. How much are you collecting currently?
Collecting currently about $11,000 a month.
Okay, so we're doing well. We're doing well. Now, what's the difference? What's the difference between what you're currently collecting and what you want to collect?
The difference. So we're looking at about $200,000 a month. So we're about $79,000 short per month to get a potential 1.2 million, and that's not collecting revenues from other sources.
Okay, I want you to think about that. I want you to think about that. Think about how could you become the person that can close that gap from where you are right now to where you want to be? So I want you to think about that for a second, okay? Think about that.
Yeah.
Everyone send some love in the chat for Miss Thompson. Let's bring up the next person. Great job, Miss Thompson. And she's shooting big. She didn't say small number. She said 2.5. Okay, 2.5. That's what I'm talking about.
Takia, Grand Rising Love.
Hello, hello, hello. Right now, with what I have going on for just this year, right now, I need I'm going small right now, 300,000 just to get me over the hump.
300,000 isn't small. That's why you want it. If it was small, you wouldn't want it. You're not saying $3. $3 is small. 300,000 is not. So,
Okay.
how much are you currently collecting right now?
60.
Okay. So we can see the gap, right? Can we all see the gaps and where we're at?
Yeah.
So by us doing the same thing, are we going to actually get the goal?
I'm doing some different things to try to get there.
Well, no. I believe you are. I just want us to answer the question. By doing the same things, could we get to the goal that we want to get to?
It depends on what that same thing is. The
And
same
that's
thing
a
of
good
doing
answer.
nothing or the same thing of doing other things to get there.
That's a good answer. I'm just saying that the reality of it is whatever you're doing, there's a
Yes.
combination of something that you're doing that's giving you the output that you have. So doing that same combination will get you where?
It will get me to my end result.
Okay, I think it won't. You want to
You
challenge me
don't?
on it? Yeah, you want to challenge me on it? Would you like to challenge
Sure,
me
why
on it?
not? Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay,
Let's go.
okay, so tell me how doing the same thing will get you a different result.
I said doing different channel of things that I'm doing to try to get there will get me a different result. Doing nothing won't get me the results that I'm trying to go for. So I'm actually putting in actions, doing something different than what I had previously been doing to get there.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Are you listening to me, or are you doing other things at the moment and
I'm,
listening to me?
well, I'm listening to you now. I stopped everything else I was doing. I'm listening because I'm at work, but I'm listening now.
Oh, okay. So this is a good moment, right? So
Yeah.
when you have a split focus, you are not giving any one of the things that you're focused on 100% of your effort. So do you think that's going to yield 100% of the result?
No.
Okay. So pick up the P word right now. Everyone put the P word in the chat. Put the P word in the chat. Pick up the P word. Okay, so what is your pattern that you're noticing that you do in real time?
I hesitate a little bit.
Okay, that's good. Anything else?
I'm gonna stay right there. Hesitate.
Oh. So I'm gonna add this in, and you can let me know if I'm wrong, but I believe that you were multitasking. And I think that you
Yeah.
do that naturally. Do you do that
Yeah.
naturally? Okay,
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think that you do that and then you end up not getting the results you truly want. Is that accurate or is that inaccurate? You can just
I could
say
say it's
inaccurate.
accurate. No, I could say it's accurate.
So I just want to just give you the basis of this because remember, we're picking up pattern recognition because this is how you're going to excel from 0 to 100 real fast. So
Yeah.
what I want you to think about is when you are paying attention to multiple things, you cannot focus 100% on any of it. So, what might happen to you is this: you might get distracted. How often do you become distracted and and then you have to find your routine again? How often do you become distracted?
Yeah. Often.
Okay, so multitasking causes distractions. Distractions causes subtractions.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
does it
Yeah.
make sense to you somehow or no? Does it not make sense
Yes.
to you?
Yes, it
Okay,
does. It does.
okay. So if distractions causes subtractions, let's do the mathematics on it. So how much did you want to collect earlier?
300,000.
How much do you currently collect?
60.
What's the difference?
Oh, what the rest that I need?
Yeah, 240,000.
Two 240, yes.
Your distractions is causing subtractions. Are you catching on to it, or do I have to spell it out
Yeah.
for you?
No, I get it.
Okay, what is it?
I need to stay focused on the one thing that could get me to the rest of what I need. I
Okay,
need to
so I
stop
like.
dibbing
Wait,
and
wait, wait.
dabbing on a
I
lot of other
like that.
different things to stay
I,
focused on one thing.
no, see, I like that, but I also know that that's not going to get you to move because you already know that. That that distraction is costing you $240,000. No, you're laughing up here, and you think I'm playing
I'm
with you.
not laughing.
You
I'm
laughing? You think I'm
listening.
playing with you? That
No,
distraction
I'm
is costing you.
listening. I'm
Okay,
listening.
all right. So let's narrow it in. You need to pick up on your patterns. That's all of us. I'm not saying you, and I'm not picking on you. I'm just using you as a
Hmm.
testimonial at the moment. And I love what you're doing. You're doing a great job being vulnerable and up here. That distraction is
Yeah,
costing you $240,000. How bad do you want to get rid of that distraction?
very bad.
So bad that you're distracted right now?
No, I'm not distracted right now.
Okay.
I'm listening, and you really narrowed it in, and I get it. I totally get it.
All right, so let's make it make sense. Everyone send some love in the chat. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on the whiteboard really fast, and then I'm going to come back to us and we're going to share together. Okay. So everyone send some love in the chat.
All right. Thank you,
I have to
guys.
take this.
Thank you.
Yes. Let me get on the whiteboard. Okay, was that good, everyone? Let us know in the chat. Was that good? Did she do a good job? Did she help you see something differently? Were you able to see difficulty differently? Were you able to recognize something in yourself? Let's see. Okay, so what I want everyone to realize, life is mathematical. Put this in the chat. Life is mathematical. Life is mathematical. This is going to be important for you. Life is mathematical. Some of you have seen this before, some of you haven't. If you have seen this, it's okay. It's always good to revisit. If you haven't, then it's a perfect time to pay attention. So it's about the combinations of what you do in life to get you the results that you want. Money is so simple, it's pattern recognition, right? You do something for somebody for a fee, you get paid. That's how you get money. How do you keep having more money? You live below your means and you keep the income coming in multiple ways. So far, makes sense? Let us know if it makes sense so far. We're going to go over this to help you really see it. So let's break it down. Words are creating your reality. God created the world. God said, let there be light. God created what matters in the world within a certain amount of space. And then boom, here comes time. So time exists, it's the beginning of time. Now, so language will always create your reality. That's the pattern we need to pick up on. That God speaks it into existence and then it comes into life. But we all know if you just think about it and you don't do anything, you don't get anything. So faith without what is what? Faith without what is what? Let us know in the chat. So we can start breaking this stuff down. Okay, so now we know we need to work. So stop complaining about having to work. Stop thinking that you're going to sit home and just get paid all day. That's not going to happen for most of us. Most of us will have to work until we're 60. Most of us, but we want to cut the curve in half. We want to become more effective in less time. Do we agree? If you want to become more effective in less time, put I want to become more effective in less time. Don't abbreviate it, spell it out and say it for real in the chat. I want to become more effective in less time. I'm not moving on until I see that in the chat. All right, good. So when we look at words, your language is creating reality. Language creates thoughts. Thoughts create beliefs. Beliefs is either way. Either you believe, either side. Whether you believe you can or you believe you can't. Either way, you're going to get a result, and that result is your life. So now let's talk about language, mindset. So we already know mindset is a set of beliefs. Whatever you believe, you'll be. Finish it off in the chat. Whatever you believe in, you will be living. So we already believe this. So if you believe you can't, you won't. It's bottom line. Stop believing that you can't because you know you can't. Does it make sense so far? I think that does. Let's continue to go. So when we talk about mindset mastery, we need to understand what mastery is. So when you look at mastery, mastery is basically is being able to perform or execute without the use of conscious materials. Right. So without you mastered it. You don't need to look at the materials to do it. You just know superior in superiority. With superior, some of us have supervisors. They just changed the name, but it's a supervisor. It's your right? Your super. These person have control. Okay. Mindset mastery. Believing in control. Wait, what does that even mean? When we say life is mathematical, your mindset, when we said this to you, do you have mindset or do you do mindset? Right? You have to do it. So you have to constantly believe that you have the control. Somebody put in the chat, I have the control. Somebody put in the chat, I have the power. See, control breaks down to power. See, when you have control, you have power. What does control mean? Power and influence over behavior. Power, influence over behavior. I want you to start to pick up how everything is connected. Everything in this world is connected. You are the star of your story. But if you show up as the background extra, you will feel like somebody is not giving you your just due. But often too much time, we're the ones sitting on the sidelines. Put it in the chat. I'm no longer on the sideline. You have to get this through your mind because if you just keep sitting around and waiting, you will just be there forever. The longer you wait, the heavier your dreams become. So you must realize you have the power, the influence, the behavior. So when we look at behavior, behavior breaks down to pattern. Right? You know a person's behavior. That means you know a person's pattern. That person's pattern is by design. So you have the right to design your patterns to give you powers to be living the life you want to live. You see how all of this just makes sense no matter which way you look at it? Because it's all connected. Your entire life is connected. You met Joy, you met somebody, you met someone here because you're connected to them. They're connected to you. You are the star of your story. They are the star of their story. You come together, we co-star. It's about pattern recognition. Different patterns, different combinations work well together. So when you think about patterns, what's another word for pattern? Time. You might not see it, but let's just go up here to the top. Can we go up here to the top of the board? Let me see if I can grab the whole. Let me see if I can grab it. Some of you might not be able to see it. Hopefully. All right, cool. So it allows me to grab it. Let me know if y'all can all see the clock get bigger. All right, cool. In time, tell me some patterns that you see in time. Tell me some patterns that you see within time. It's all mathematical, ladies and gentlemen. You live in a spiritual world. You can literally change your life. So if you just look at these, there's tons of patterns. Let's see, let's say one of the patterns is this. Let's put it down. So 12 and 6. What's the difference? If you take away 6 from 12, what do you get? What about if you take 11 And you take 5 away from 11. What do you get? Okay. What about if you take 2 from 8? What do you get? And there's multiple ways to show you how all of this makes sense. Okay. There's multiple ways to show you how all of this makes sense. What about if you had 7 and you took away 1? So what you're starting to notice is this. Have you ever heard of the Fibonacci sequence? Have you ever heard the Fibonacci sequence? So Fibonacci sequence is basically what the pattern that governs life. So all the Fibonacci sequence could be found within everything in life. And I literally just showed you in time. It's all calculated in time. So nothing in this world passes without, nothing in this world happens without passing through time. But time is not linear. So a lot of times we look at time like this, 1990 or 1900s, and it's the 2000s. Yeah, that's how they tell you so that way they can keep track in the books. But the only time that we have is what? What's the only time? Wait, you said you was born in 1900s? He said that's my birthday. You was born in 1900s? 1990. All right, cool, cool, cool. The only time we have is now. So with that dream that you have, how come you taking so long to do it when you know that's all you have is now? So that friend that you got, that family that you got, that person that you had a falling out with, how come you just don't work with them now? Why are you waiting later? Or that big dream that you have, what are you waiting for? How come you're not working on it now? So it's one thing to say something, it's another thing to do something. See, so we have to recognize our patterns. How many of us can be honest right now and say you say one thing, but you do another? You say one thing, but you can do another. Okay, we have to start matching what we say and matching what we do. That's where we start building a system. What does a system mean? Does anybody know what a system means? Saving yourself significant time, energy, money. So at the root of this, we need to become what? More effective with our time. Like the reason why you drive to work instead of walking to work is because of what? You want to become more effective in less time. Is the bottom line. The reason why you actually got a job instead of starting from scratch, working for yourself is because what? The reason why you go get your groceries from the store instead of growing them in your backyard is because. So, all right, just want to show us that we all have a similar pattern. Our primary focus is to become more effective in less time. Even when it comes down to why you chose that burger over that piece of lettuce. Why did you choose the burger over the salad? Because within that time that you're living at the moment, you wanted to be more effective with your time. You wanted to enjoy these 10 minutes that you're going to eat. So you chose a burger because you knew that the flavor was just way more encapsulating of what you truly wanted, which is joy in that moment. So you chose the burger. Your choices are all based upon how effective you want to be with your time. Now, it doesn't mean just because you chose a burger over a salad that you were right. Okay? It doesn't mean that at all. But let me just go back to life being mathematical. So remember, we want to pick up these patterns. So when we're looking at to pick up these patterns, this is how you might call a person a genius, right? If they came up here and they did this, they did math like this, right? They did math like that. They just came up here and did math just like this. They just came up here and really just did math just like this. Right? Somebody check out, make sure these answers check out. Somebody make sure these answers check out. So 10% of 20 is 2. 20% of 10 is also 2. And why am I showing you this? I'm showing you because it's not about being smart in the sense of, oh, you just got some magical gift. It's recognizing patterns. The quicker you recognize the pattern, the easier it is for you. This is what a system does for you. The system recognizes patterns. So when I create funnels or I create websites or I create systems, CRM systems for clients, my job is to make sure that they can move more effectively, faster, have more information, quicker. That's my job. So I'm cool. I can help you mentally, but I also can help you in the business. But I want you just to realize the fundamentals of life. So that way you can help yourself. And that's recognizing patterns and understanding your conditioning. So just real quick, I'll go back to the beginning of time. So when God created the world, God created the stars, the moon, the sun, all of this, right? But God said, let there be light. And what mattered to God showed up into this space that God created, and this marked the beginning of time. This is the pattern that we naturally live in. These are the parameters that our lives are governed by, right? So we just want to make sure that we already see the patterns, and when we recognize it, it creates our lives. Okay, so how does this work? Well, let's just make it make sense. So whatever matters to you, you should communicate that. Because if you communicate what matters to you, it will unify people who's in your space to be able to implement on what you want in a certain amount of time. But guess what? Guess what we do? In fact, I want you to tell me, what do we do? Instead of communicating what matters, what does most of us do? You have a significant other, instead of communicating what matters, what we do, what do we do? We shut down, we get upset, we stay silent, we beat around the bush. But guess what? Isn't it funny that the people that you love and the people that you appreciate are all people who communicate what matters to them without the fear of anybody feeling anything? Like a lot of you like these celebrities, like, and you have your own choice in people, but I'm just giving an example. People liked Cardi B. Why did people like Cardi B? First of all, they didn't like her profession, right? Some people like it, some people don't. Most people don't. Oh, you take your clothes off, you're exotic dancer or whatever. They don't like that. But let's be real here why you really like them. Because this woman will communicate what matters, no matter what, that will unify people to come together to watch her, to speak about her, to implement a thing. She gets what she wants in a certain amount of time. This is why she was able to get X amount of dollars in X amount of time. So we want to get a raise in the corporate world, but we are scared to speak up about what matters and communicate to unify our supervisors or whoever the people that we work with to implement an opportunity for us to be able to get more money in less time. These are the things we have to now no longer be afraid of. Okay? These are the things we have to now no longer be afraid of. We now need to stand up and understand that as long as we operate within this pattern, we're going to get what we want. Let's just make it make sense. In order for you to implement something, you have to execute. What's the purpose of executing? To execute is to have a different option. So that's like renovation. So when you renovate who you are, you become a different person. You might say, okay, how does this all make sense? Well, let's make it make sense. Everything is all connected. When you communicate, you orchestrate whatever your environment is, or you orchestrate whatever the situation is, and you collaborate with other people to bring new things into your life. So if you say, I want to move to a new place, what must you do? You must be able to see what exactly are the patterns that will help me get to a new place. Okay, I want a new place. I need to renovate who I am, right? I need to renovate the people that I'm around and go to different places that would allow me to have different things, to collaborate with new people, to become innovative on my life, which is what you've already done. As a kid, to where you're at right now, you've already done all of these things. You didn't change who you were. You met new people. You moved to different places. You're doing new things. You're collaborating with new people. You maybe have a new job or friendships. You're innovated how you operate. You're no longer who you used to be. And now guess what? You're a new person. This new person allows you to execute better and implement better. Now, when you implement, you have more of what you want over time. This might get complicated for some people, but to make this easier, I'm just saying this to you. All of the money that you want to collect comes from other people. All of the potential that you're going to actually manifest comes with other people. You have to change your people, places, things. When you think about people, places, and things, they call it a what? I call it PPT. People, places, and things. If you want to change your noun, you must change your nouns. You must change your language. You must change your words. You must change the people that you're around. You must change the places that you're in. You must change the things that you do. You want to make $1 million, but you want to play video games all day. It's not going to work. You want to make $1 million, but you're scared to speak to people. It's not going to work. You want to be the person that people love, but you're scared to go out because you care about what other people think and say. It's not going to work. If you change your nouns, your people, places, and things, it will change your now. God has created this pattern for us. So you have these words. Okay, I want to be a millionaire. This is just an example. I want to be a millionaire. That thing starts to populate in your imagination. And now you get the vision for it. Once you get the vision for it, you get the opportunity to create it. When you create it, it comes into your now. Let there be light. Right? Let there be light. God created the heavens, the earth, the moon, the stars, and then God created the people, and then bam, now we have light. Now we have life. The issue is this. I want to make this very clear for a lot of us. The issue is this. Most of us stay right here. This is where we stay at. We stay right here. We don't do anything else. We don't go past the imagination. We don't go past anything else. We stay in the same thing. Watch, I'll prove it to you how we do it. This is what we do. We go, all right, what matters to us? Well, our home, our space, our time. Okay, I want more. All right, we go get a job. So we communicate that we want a job. So we communicate, we get a job, we get an interview, and then we get hired. So then we unify with people. So now we have new employees. Well, we have colleagues in this case. And then our colleagues and us, we implement, and then we just do it over time. And then that's it. That's all we do. All we do is that same loop. But when you want to collect $1 million, you must be the person that goes beyond just communicating, that goes beyond just putting the unification of the systems that you have around you. You must now need to orchestrate your life. You now need to be the MVP of your life. And you need to integrate other people into your world. How many of us say this? Um, Most people say, I don't want people in my business. How many of us feel that way? Put a one in the chat if you feel like I don't want people in my business. Okay. If you don't want people in your business, how do you make money? Somebody answer the question. If you don't want people in your business, how do you make money? So you have to bring people in your business. You have to integrate people into your business. Your business is your life. Your life is your relationship. You get one life, man. None of us are going to make it out of here alive. It's all risky. Everything you do has a risk to it. When you invest your money in the stock market, you know what you're saying? It's mathematical. You're saying, hey, I'm going to give you some money. And if you make more money, you'll give me a piece of that money, right? And they go, yes. If we make money, we'll give you a little cut of the money. If we don't make money, you're going to lose money. Either way, you made an investment. Either way, it could be risky. So you making an investment, you chickening out on not making the investment, that's risky in itself because now you don't have any opportunity. Now you just have nothing, right? Versus having at least being able to have the option to have something. At least it's 50-50. And if I got the imagination, I got the vision, I got the creation, the work ethic, I can make something happen. But if you don't even move and you just stay here, just worrying about communicating to your boss, your colleague, and then that's it, and you getting a paycheck, this is going to be your face later on. Sad face. Why? Because God created you to reach your full potential. And anytime you're not, you will feel like something is happening to you that's not right in the world. So, how do we solve that? Well, we solve it by collaborating with people, innovating how we operate, renovating who we are as people. So that way we can execute better, implement faster in a short amount of time. What do you mean? Well, we need new things. You now need a CRM system. You now need to control where your business is going. You need to have lead magnets. You need to know who is doing what. Where these people going? Know what your people like. How do you do that? You get around different people in different places, and then you speak to them. You become connected to them. Now that renovates, you help them renovate who they are so they can execute better, so they can implement in time. And guess what? This is how you cut your pay in time, your learning curve in half for you to get paid faster over time. So I don't want to give too much more information because I don't want to overwhelm you, but I do want to just make sure I make this very clear right here. Distractions causes subtractions. Repetitions causes additions. Somebody put that in the chat. Distractions causes subtractions. Repetitions causes additions. So life is mathematical. No matter how you put it, it's an input plus any type of variable that gives you your output. Yelling at your children because they did whatever they did, it doesn't matter. Any variable, they didn't clean the bathroom, they didn't clean the kitchen, they didn't do the homework, does not matter. The output is still going to be the same. Yelling at your children makes the children resent you. Bottom line, it's a pattern. So it's what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Input plus variable equals output. Hey, you don't do the work or the input, like you go to the gym. And when you go to the gym, you're on your phone more than you are doing the workout. It doesn't matter. You're on your phone while you're over here at the squat station. You're on your phone while you're over here at the bicep curls. You're on your phone while you're at the lat pull down. The result will still be the same. You not having the results you want. Okay? The result will be the same. You not having what you want. The results does not change because it's all about the combination in which you do things. Now, if you do more reps and you put the phone down a little bit more, you do less time, you do more reps, the results increase. So different combinations produce different results, right? And there's a difference in negative and positive. Now, the difference is this: your system. So when you was on the phone, right, you had a system. Everywhere you go, you're creating a system for yourself. So you were on the phone while you were doing the lat pull down, but you was on the phone for 10 minutes, right? Whatever. Cool. You cut the screen time down. So you're on the phone for 2 minutes. That difference in your system makes a lot of progress for you. So what we start to notice that you could do anything in this world, but the way to truly get success in this world, it's not about finding any secrets. It's about recognizing the systems. So there aren't any secrets to success. There are only systems to success. So you could make $1,000,000. You could get that $300,000. It can happen, but you must change the system that you are currently operating with. Christina said it. We are our habits. Now, here's the final part of this. All right, so I have to speed through this part because I can't go through this whole part, but later throughout the week I can, right? But just not I can't finish this whole thing today. So most of us are here to build a business. Let me know in the chat if you're here to build a business. You're here to build a business? Okay. Building a business is good. It's great. It's going to be good for you, right? Because you're going to have these 4 core values in any business. Any business, leadership is the glue to any business. Without leadership, your business fails. Leadership, what's also a business? Business is relationship, right? So you need to have leadership in your relationships. I don't care if you're the woman and you say a man is supposed to protect and provide, a woman is supposed to do the same thing. You might disagree, but that's why your relationship might not be what you want. Everything happens in this world that could be true for you is equally and opposite true for somebody else. It may be early in the AM for you right now on the East Coast or the West Coast, but somewhere across the world, it's nighttime right now. So why would you argue about who's right or wrong? No, it's nighttime right now. No, it's daytime right. No, everything exists right now. Everything that can happen is happening right now. The sun does not actually set and go down. The sun is just revolving. It's just moving. It never stops moving. It's just always happening now. So your life is never stopping. It's always happening now. So if that's the case, you must be the leader in your life. All right. So there are four ways. There's implementation, there's unification, communication, imagination. And I got to get ready to close up, y'all. So is implementation, unification, communication, imagination. A lot of times we don't reach this level of imagination because we're conditioned to believe that the things that we have in our lives is just stagnant, right? That whole, what we said earlier about the fixed mindset, right? So imagination, communication, unification, implementation. Now, Implementation is what you do. Unification is how you bring people together. Communication is what you say. Imagination is how you think, what you create, right? So the person that creates the imagination, the person that creates the thing is the person that's using the imagination. So if we take Uber, for example, Uber, the person that created Uber versus the person that delivers Uber, which one would you rather be? Person that delivers Uber or drives Uber or the person that created Uber? Okay. So I think we're all clear on that. Now, identify where you're at in your job, in your career. Are you the person that created the thing? Are you the person that communicates the thing? Are you the person that unifies the thing? Or are you the person that does the thing? The person that does the thing gets paid the least amount of money. Okay. So you get a little dollar. The person that does the imagination, they get multiple dollars. All right. So just let's make it make sense now. So they also get 80% of their time, and 20% of their time has to do work. So they only work 20% of their time, but they get 80% of their time to enjoy themselves. This is our 80-20 rule. And everyone lives by this, whether you believe it or not, you already live by this. In your life, there's 80% of work that gets done by 20% of the efforts. If you have a group of 10 people, there's going to be 2 people that does most of the work, and the other 8 people are going to just be kind of chipping in as they can. If you remember back when you were in groups like that, you could remember exactly how it worked. So, in a nutshell, right, you're going to have all 4 of these roles in your business. So in any business, you need to have all 4 of these roles. Okay. All 4 of them you need to have somebody occupy all 4 of them. Now, depending on how good you are, you can look at this as skill sets. These are the skill sets that you need to be valuable at any position. So if you have all 4 of these skill sets and you work as an implementer, they would easily promote you. Okay. If you're the unifier and you have all 4 of these skills, they would easily promote you. If you're the communicator and you have all 4 of these skills, you could potentially run your own practice, run your own business, run your own thing. But what's better than building a business? Buying a business. Why would that be true? Why would that be true? Or is it true? Let us know in the chat. Is it true or is it not true? Building a business versus buying a business. Aha. So which one would you rather have now? Uh-oh. You see what I'm saying about the systems? You see how you naturally want the system that works best for you? You naturally want the thing that is, what's the answer in the chat? More effective in less time. That's what we actually want. We want the thing that's more effective with less time. Somebody put in the chat, I'm becoming more effective in less time. Okay. So the good thing about you building your own business though is that you do develop these qualities. That's the beautiful thing about this. You could buy a business and never develop these qualities and you could lose the business. But if you build a business and you develop these qualities, you get to build multiple businesses. Okay. So you're becoming more effective in less time by building your skill set of implementation, unification, communication, imagination. Now, when you have this, you become highly sought after. People will love you. People will pay you just for you being you when you have these 4 skill sets. So if I'm you, I'm working on these 4 skill sets today. How do I become more effective with my implementation? What type of system do I need? How do I become more effective with unifying? How do I become more effective with communicating? How do I become more effective with my imagination? People, places, things. That's how you do it. People, places, things. Somebody put that in the chat. People, places, things. Last but not least, somebody did mention that we are our habits. So there are human systems. There are also hidden systems. When you get into a relationship, nobody tells you about the relationship tax. They don't tell you that. Just by being with another person, you get taxed. They don't tell you that when you start doing stuff, you get the procrastination tax, as we just demonstrated, right? What about the ignorance tax? And they definitely don't tell us about the autopilot tax. See, most of us, what we're doing right now, we're on autopilot. When we break the autopilot and we reset it, because autopilot was created by God. God created this, right? So what God did was God wanted you to do what? Why would autopilot be here? Why would autopilot be here? Why would autopilot be a thing that God creates for you? Protection, save time, safety. Put the real answer in the chat because God wants you to become what? More effective in less time. God wants you to be more effective in less time. There's no doubt about it. Why would God create autopilot for us? To keep us more effective in less time. Even when we say keeping us safe, right? Yes, our brain, when we're in autopilot, doesn't recognize anything that it doesn't deem necessarily relevant at that moment. That would keep us safe too, right? Now, when we get new things that pop in our lives and pop in our frames, we have to update the autopilot. You update your phone, you update your computer, update your mind. Some of us are looking for new results living in an old state of mind. Some of us want new results having the old conditioning. Some of us are like, oh, I'm going to get into this challenge, and they still keep your camera off. I'm going to be on this call, but it's not important to you because, you know, it's just not. Whatever your money goal is and whatever you currently collect, the difference is what is costing you to stay the same. Some of us say we want it. Some of us really want it. Some of us just talk good game. One of the ways to help you see all of this is perception versus perspective. Perception is what you see from your own thoughts and your own vision. That's your point of view. Perspective is knowing that you have many points of views for many things. So there could be many answers to any question. There could be many answers to many things. This is the thing that helps you get to your destination faster. Let's look at it. If you see a problem from your perception, from what you think is happening, you only could see 1 to 2 solutions. And then you get hit with all of those hidden taxes when you use just your perception. It's why most relationships break down. Oh, he lied. Oh, he did this. Okay, what's the real issue? Okay, if you was looking at it from that person's perspective, you would see many problems, but you will also see, or you'll see those problems, but you'll see many solutions. So what do I mean by that? You reason why God's perspective is always the highest and best perspective because God is looking at a higher perspective. So let's imagine that these down here are just different perceptions, but then when you look at perspective, you have multiple perceptions. It could go so many ways. There's a million and one possibilities. You could be a 6'4" Chinese man in China. You could be a 6'4" Chinese man in America. You could be a 6'2" Chinese man in Africa. It's so many different variations of who you could actually be. So why are we getting so buckled down on what we don't have and what we lack? Do you believe that there's somebody who has the current situation that you have that has made it out of the situation that you're in and has gotten to where you want to be? So what's stopping you? So what's stopping you? Real quick, we have about 10 more minutes. I want to bring some of you up. What are you giving yourself permission to do? Right? What are you giving yourself permission to do? Real fast, I want to show you something on the screen really fast. But while I'm bringing this up, I want you to think, what are you giving yourself permission to do? Because what's actually stopping you? What's stopping you? I want to show you just how easy it is for your mind to trick you, just how easy it is for you to get somebody else's conditioning and you could think that that's what you heard. That's what you are. That's how you should be. Can I demonstrate? If I can demonstrate that, put yes in the chat. And we're going to close up shortly, everyone. But if I can demonstrate that, put yes in the chat if I can. If you've been enjoying this and you want this to come to a conclusion where you can get it and feel it and see it, then let's do it. So allow me to demonstrate. We're gonna have a little fun with this one. So tell me what you all hear. Some of you probably seen this video, some of you probably haven't. If this is your first time, that's fine. But let me know. I'll play this for you. Just make sure the audio is on. Okay. That was pretty funny. I was jamming, but what was what did you hear? Tell me, what did you hear? You want me to play it again, or did you hear it clear? Should I play it again? Sunshine probably like, play it again. Come on, I want to see it. You want to see it, Sonny? Let me see. All right, I'll play it
Absolutely. You gotta run it back one more time.
Okay, so let's see, what do we hear? Do we hear Fortnite? Do we hear iPhone? Do we hear iPhone I? Do we hear throw a knife? Do we hear nightfall? Nice one? Let's see what we hear, okay? Right, you can hear all of them, right? But what I want you to do is look at the word and only look at one of those words, and then see if you can hear it change. See if you hear the words change, okay? Let's do it again.
That's exactly what happens.
It doesn't want to play. Let me take it off and bring it back up. Yeah, I'm not sure why it doesn't want to play, but it doesn't want to play. It did play, but it doesn't want to play now. So let me see if I can take that off and bring it back up. I do have a different video for you, but while I'm queuing that video up, I want you to tell me your thoughts on that. I want you to tell me your thoughts on it. Tell me your thoughts on that. Let's see. So are we seeing something? Are we feeling something? So whatever you concentrate on, it changes, right? It develops into that. Whatever you put your focus into, it will materialize. So when you say I can't and you say I won't, you just won't. It's just the bottom line. Your brain, it just is what it is. But let me play a different video to show you that your perception is everything. Okay, play a different one. Play a different one. If I could get this other video too, I have another one that like will freak you all out, but in a good way. Ready? Let's see if you can hear this time.
A recording of people chanting, "That is embarrassing," 4 times. After the 4th time, write down what you hear. Interesting. Almost everyone here heard "that is embarrassing." Listen again and watch the screen. You heard the same thing every single time. Our eyes and ears take in electrical signals which our brains interpret based on our expectations. We don't see reality. We see our reality. I'm going to play a recording of people chanting, "That is embarrassing," 4 times. After the 4th time, write down what you hear. Interesting. Almost everyone here heard "that is embarrassing." Listen again and watch the screen. You heard the same thing every single time. Our eyes and ears take in electrical signals which our brains interpret based on our expectations. We don't see reality. We see our reality.
All right. Some of you are funny in the comments. Sunshine, who do we have coming up first?
We got Nicole. Nicole, come speak to us, love. You can unmute.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Grand Rising.
Yes. Hold on. I'm sorry, I don't know what's coming up. So thank you so much for this. This has been great. I was able to see that I've been so distracted and I've been split in so many directions. And a part of me is due to me thinking that I have to do it all. And sometimes our circumstances dictate, sometimes we allow our circumstances to dictate our reality, and that is exactly what I have learned this morning.
As we've seen, it's more often than not, right? We say sometimes, but let's put a number on that, like 90% of the time. The reality that we see is a reality that has been projected to us. And I know some of you might not agree with this, and it's fine. But when you finally come to grips with it, it will change your life forever. When you think about the news, right? North, east, west, south, broadcasting for a reason. And they broadcast these messages. Why do you think they broadcast these messages? Nicole, we're still on you right now, Nicole. Why do you think they broadcast these messages?
They broadcast this message because it's programming. It is a mass programming for groupthink.
Why?
Because they want to control the narrative and they want to give an expected outcome as to what's going to happen.
Why?
Because it limits those who have access to that, what we always talk about, that 1%. It limits that, and it creates a hierarchy where everyone is in a place of control.
Yes, get right to it. It's always power in the point. So get right to it. It's because they want what?
Control.
Okay, so now if one thing is happening, the opposite thing could be happening at the same exact time. Like you could be thinking, oh, I'm not doing a great job right now. People are thinking I'm doing bad. But the opposite is true. Oh, girl, you did a great job. I thought you was amazing. We've all experienced that, right? So let's make it make sense. If they're using this as a tool to control you, that means that they figured out that they can control you by this mechanism. What does that mean for you now?
That means that I have to, in turn, control my thoughts and be intentional about what I allow to filter in, because it's a calculated thing that what I'm taking in, I have the ability to control that. But once it comes in, it controls me.
Aha. So what's one of those devices that they use to control you besides television?
Social media.
Get straight to the point, though. There's frequencies, right? It's all energy, but it's frequencies. What type of frequency? Well, get straight to that point. Somebody knows it. Put it in the chat.
Fear is used to control us.
But what instrument? What's tool is used to control? Which tool?
Friend.
Hmm?
Can I tag a friend? I don't know.
Yes. Yes. Phone a friend. Phone a friend. It's for the $50,000 prize. Phone a friend. Who do you want to bring up? Oh, which one?
Prize friend. I'm whoever.
Call
Sherman.
up someone. Sherman. Bring up Sherman.
You could unmute now, King.
All right, what's the question? Somehow I knew I called you to call on me, and I was hoping you wouldn't. So this must work. So what's the question again? Let me
Wait.
understand.
Before you skip over that, did you see what you did?
Yeah,
You
I was like,
knew
she's
she
gonna
was
call
going.
on me as soon as I raise my hand. Like, I know it.
Yes, you did that. You did that. Somebody put you did that in the chat. So, okay, cool. Inform Nicole. Inform him on what he needs to be doing at the moment.
What is the tool that is used to control?
The masses or me?
The masses.
I think fear and expectations of bad things happening.
Okay. So the tool we're referring to tool. It's fear. Fear is a result of a tool being used. If I put on a scary mask and you're a child and I jump out from the bed and I scare you, it was a tool that I used to get it done, right? Like there was a tool. Now the tool could be an element of surprise, but the tool in this case is music.
Okay.
You say that you're a positive person. What type of music do you listen to?
Me?
I
You
want
asking?
to. No, it's just a rhetorical thing.
Okay.
But here's the question I am going to ask: which came first, the heartbreak or the music? In your life, you ever experienced a heartbreak, Nicole Sherman?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Which came first? Music, experiencing the music, heartbreak and music, or experiencing your heartbreak first? Which one came first?
The frequency of the music.
You ever remember going back in time, being a kid, listening to songs that you know, the parents might think is cute or whatever, but the kids don't know what's going on. Kids don't know what's going on. They're just singing a song. Yeah, that song materialized. Let's see. Hold. Let's bring it out for a fact. Which song could you remember singing when you were a kid?
Candy Rain.
Candy Rain. What's that?
My love.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Who sings it? Who sings it?
I don't know who sings
Sunshine
it,
Rose.
but
It
I
was
know
like
Sunshine
a
Rose.
it was like
the song.
young boy group, I think.
Who's that?
Let me
All
see.
right, cool. Whatever. Somebody look it up. But all right, so
It's
so
so
Nicole,
for
you should
real.
know Nicole if you singing it. So for real, who's that? But all right.
It's a young group from a long
Yeah,
time ago.
so for real. It was like a young boy group.
Okay, so which one is it? Is it New Edition or is it So for Real? People put New
It's so
Edition
for
in the chat
real.
like they know.
No,
Somebody
I'm
put the
looking at it.
Eagles in the chat. All right, cool. So real quick though, Nicole, in that song, while we having Nicole work on this, Sherman, I want you to think about your song, the oldest song, basically the youngest age you were at when you first heard a heartbreak song. In those lyrics, what did it say that stood out to you? Sherman, you think about it. Nicole's gonna answer for right now. Let's send her the request to unmute.
Is if you have you ever loved someone so much you thought you'd die, given so much love you said it'd be the only way. So it made it seem like love was paramount, and if you lost it, you had nothing.
Have you ever experienced that?
Absolutely.
Okay, which one came first?
The song.
Okay. So, like, I'm not here to prove anything. I'm just reminding us of what is. So those patterns, right, that they give us to see, to listen to, they show up and materialize in our lives. There's no other way around it. That's why they dump the programming. Tell, lie, vision. They want to tell you the vision that they want to tell you. Okay. So
So
go ahead,
I'm
Sherman.
sorry. So was I singing myself to heartbreak?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Where words cast spells. Words are used for what? Commands, right? But send them a request to unmute. When words are used for commands, when God said, "Let there be light," was God like asking for there to be light, or did God command it to be light?
No, he said, "Let there be light," and there was light.
When you said, "Oh, Nicole was going to call on me," what happened?
She called on me.
So are we making this up, or are we just pattern recognizing? Which one is it?
No, no, you ain't making it up.
Okay, so no more singing ourselves to heartbreak. In fact, we got music. We got a playlist for you. Let's put the playlist in the chat. Here's a playlist. Everyone can go on my YouTube. Oh yeah, subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't. We have about 350 people on our subscription, so we need some more people up there to get some love. YouTube music. Let me put it in the chat. This type of music is more about, you know, empowering each other. And let me show you. In fact, let me give you an example of it. While I play this, I want you to envision. I want you. Who you already clicked on that link? I want you to envision. Um, Wait, you gotta pause it. Pause it. I want you to envision this. As I play this music, I want you to all to envision this. It's gonna be about a minute and 50 seconds or so. But let me play this and you envision this. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all envision. Okay. Let me share this really fast. Computer audio. Yes.
Step number 4, copy the address, paste it into the Airbnb Analyzer app, and click this big blue button. The Airbnb Analyzer app shows that this property could potentially generate
Woke up with fire in my veins. This world won't stay the same. We're painting skies in brighter frames. Every heartbeat beats for change. Step by step, we climb the peak. Feel the rhythm, hear it speak. This is the year. This is the time. Dreams take the wheel. We're crossing the line. Power in motion. Believe like the sun. This is the year where it all gets done. Hey, hey, we're alive, alive. Hey, watch us rise, rise. Hey, we're alive, alive. Drum beats echo through the streets, hands are building goals complete. We move as one, the rhythm leads, lifting others, planting seeds.
Okay. That type of music is a little bit different than hearing shoot 'em up bang bang, right? Like it's just different. Now, whatever you put into your reality will manifest into your life because the external is a reflection of what? The internal. So I know we always been told about doing the hard work, but going forward, we need to do the hard work. Loving yourself enough so that way you see that life is happening for you, not to you, but is also happening through you. Makes sense? So Sherman, for you, I would love to know what are you giving yourself permission to do going forward?
I'm giving myself permission to learn and be wealthy and get to a place where I can help other people. Um, I had this one quick thought when you were talking earlier, and I opened a bill on the email and I said, "Damn, a bill again." And then so I do that. Like I see a bill and I'm like, "Oh, a bill again." But I thought back to when I was a kid and like my family, we're from South Louisiana, and when you say hello, they'll be like, "Hey, what's been going on?" They'll be like, "Still black, still broke." So that's like rooted in my subconscious. Still black, still broke. And then every time I'm thinking like every time I've seen a bill, I felt like that, but maybe my conditioning has made me feel like that. So I don't say, well, hey, great, this bill came, I can take care of this or whatever. Like I'm like still black, still broke. So I've created my own reality by my own words. It's like I created my own prison.
Nope, nope, don't say anything. Be with it. Just be with it for a second. Think about what you said, just be with that for a second. How does that make you feel that you created that life for you?
I didn't know.
Wait. Step by step. How does it make you feel that you've created that life for you?
Relieved.
I want you to think, don't guess. When you see that you say still black, still broke, got this bill, how do you feel that you've
Defeated.
created this? That's the true feeling. You feel defeated. That doesn't reinforce behavior. So when you feel defeated, there's something that are we familiar with the parts of the brain? There's a amygdala. Amygdala is the part of the brain that's more about threat detection. So it's about keeping you safe, minimizing risks. And sometimes when we have more practice, more working up that muscle, almost anything and everything can be a threat. And when you feel defeated, you don't feel energized to continue to keep going and push yourself to another level. You kind of start feeling slipping. But in the front of the mind, right? And this is kind of in the center, right? The prefrontal cortex is going to be your central planning station, the decision-making realm. And this realm needs practice because your brain has multiple muscles. If you don't use it, you do what? You lose it. So one thing I'm going to tell you right now that I know how many of us are hyped up about the AI revolution. Let us know in the chat. Ooh, let us know in the chat. We hyped up about the AI revolution. It's going to help. Okay, remember what I mentioned to you all, right? When one thing is true, the equal and opposite thing is true. So AI is helping you do all of these things at what cost? AI is thinking for you at what cost? For you to no longer think for yourself. I want you to see the long game because we don't see the long game. Imagine you being on AI for 10 years. You never have to worry about remembering a phone number. You never have to worry about thinking about writing a letter. All you have to do is give out instructions. At what point do you realize that they've stolen everything that mattered to you? Okay, maybe we don't see that because that's 10 years in the future. Okay, let's just go back 10 years in the past. Do you remember cell phone numbers now? Give me a number that you remember right now. Go ahead, put it in the chat. Give me a number you remember right. I'm not going to call it, but give me a number that you remember right now. That you know right now. A number that you know from somebody's in your contacts right now. We've already lost that ability. You don't even care about it. So why would we? What's the saying? What's the saying? You give the man everything and then they lose. Somebody knows it. At what point do you forfeit everything? Somebody knows this line. I don't know it, but I heard it before. And now it's coming to me at the moment. But somebody's gonna say it in this chat. I know it. You get all of these things, you get all of these riches, but you forfeit your spirit. You forfeit who you are as a person. You lose your actual soul. Right? You gain the world, you lose yourself. And that you don't see that's what AI is doing. Anyway, that's not here nor there. I'm just saying music has done that to us in a lot of ways. We all say we're about love. We're about connection. We're about peace, prosperity. But then guess what? What type of movies we watch? What's our favorite movies? Violence, murder, betrayal, treachery. What's our favorite songs? Similar thing. Okay. So let's continue to move on because we do have to close up. Unfortunately, this is a challenge day. So I would love to go longer, but um, unfortunately not. But everyone send some love in the chat for Sherman, send some love in the chat for Nicole. Snap it up,
Thank you.
clap it up. Let's move on to the last person is Renee, and then we have to shut down. because I wasn't planning on having it this long. We do have other classes and stuff to get to. Who's up, Sunshine?
Hey, Misty. How are you, love? You should be able to unmute.
Hey, so one thing that I have been like really impressed is like the love in this community, but also just the fact that you don't think about patterns and giving myself permission and allow myself to be great and just be unapologetic about it. And I think that, I'm a Southern girl. I don't know if you can tell from the accent, but it's always like, excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to or whatever. But like, just learn to embrace my greatness and who I've been made to be and just step out on it and just be me and be okay with just being me.
I love that. And what does you look like? What is being me? Who is that?
Being me is like no longer apologizing if I haven't really done anything wrong. Like I travel a lot for work. And so like in the airport, somebody bumped me. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, but it's not me. And it's like I'm always like um apologetic about stuff that like I didn't even cause because I don't want to ruffle the feathers. I don't want anybody to be mad at me. I want everybody to be happy with me. But the reality of it is that um that's not the real world, Some people are just not gonna like me, and I gotta be okay with that.
Okay. I like that. And a quicker way to think about this is just update your autopilot, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just update the autopilot. So if somebody bumps you, you go, "Oh, I'm sorry." Just update the autopilot. "Oh, are you okay?"
yeah,
Just change the
yeah,
language. "Oh, are you
yeah,
okay?" And you don't have
yeah,
to. The reason why I'm having you look at it this way versus the way that you were looking at it just now is a reason. The reason why
yeah,
is because doing it in the way that you're commanding it will sometimes come off like I got to be selfish for me, right? And you might not tell yourself that, but that's what's going to happen. So to
yeah,
avoid that happening, what we do is just change the actual thing that's happening. We don't change the fact that you're being polite to people. We just change the language that is the command behind it. So we don't go, "Oh, well, you bumped me. Now you say, excuse me, miss." No, not
yeah,
that. We
yeah,
just go, "Oh, are you okay?" "Yeah,
yeah,
I'm good. Thank you." "All right, cool. No problem." And you walk away. That's it. Simple like that.
yeah,
We don't say
yeah,
I'm killing two birds with one stone. We just say I'm becoming more effective in less time. That's
yeah,
it. Change the language, change the command. Great job. Everyone send some love to
yeah,
Misty in the chat. Great
yeah.
job, Misty. And yes, we did know you was from the South. With the name Misty, yeah, you're from the South. Okay. Southern Belle. Let's bring up the next person.
Hey, King. Is it Dejan or
Yes, it's
Dejan?
Dejan. It's Dejan. It's Dejan. I was about to say that's close enough. Most people mess it up worse than that, but it's all right.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm just kind of trying to stay here. I'm sorry for not having my camera on earlier. I wasn't. I was dealing with some stuff with myself, but I'm okay now because I needed to get this because I swear it seems like I asked him. I said, well, "Who sent you here?" Because I swear I've been seeing stuff like this all week, like about everything that he's been talking about, and I'm just like, I really needed to hear that. And I was basically saying in the chat that I give myself permission to just let my guard down and to just be vulnerable and be open to new ideas and to speak positively into my life and not be afraid to like tell my story or not be afraid to, to be vulnerable. Because earlier he was saying about, do you not want people in your business? And I knew the answer to that. I mean, we have to have people in our business in order for us to be influential and to be impactful. But sometimes some things are a little bit more safeguarded. And we kind of don't be wanting to let certain things out because of how we perceive other people might look at them. So I just give myself permission to just live in my truth and just be, unapologetically me and just love myself no matter what nobody thinks about me.
Absolutely. You're one of one, right?
Yeah.
Can anybody ever be you?
No.
So then it's only right that right now you be you. You be the person that you can be because no one else can do it. So you go out there and you live your life fully and you do it with love. You do it with conviction. You do it with the idea and understanding and the understanding that you are the person that is the cause and the matter of your life. And celebrate yourself. So yes, Dijon, you ain't got nothing to catch up to. You're already here. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, you right here. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Everyone send some love in the chat. We do only have time for one more. I know we got 2 hands up there, but we technically are over time. The next few classes throughout the week will have to be hour and 10 minutes. So, I do want to get some hands up, but unfortunately, we only got an hour. Okay. And 10 minutes. Who is that?
Hey, Mohammed, how are you, King? You can unmute.
Muhammad.
How everybody doing?
What's going on?
Okay. First and foremost, I just want to say I'm really grateful.
Wait. Why can't I hear your audio clear? What's where are you? Is something covering the mic?
I'm not sure. Hold on. Maybe because I'm on a speaker.
Yeah, are you speaking through a Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you turn it off? You're on your phone, right? You
Yeah.
still got your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off.
Yeah, Dijon was right. He said people does butcher his name. His name was on the screen. Somebody still put Dion in the chat. Come on, man. I'm kidding with you, Victoria. I know you did that. Kidding with you though. What's up, Muhammad? Can we hear you clearly now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, give it a shot. Just project louder.
Okay, I was saying, basically, I'm really grateful for this opportunity to sit here and hear this. I'm also in the music business, by the way, so everything you're saying is absolutely true about vibrations and and how music is used to control your emotions, even in movies. They put music and vision together, and they can control how you feel at the moment. They play certain music while it's a certain scene, somebody crying and get you emotional as well. So music does actually play a lot of big part on how we feel, basically. And for me personally, I always felt like pretty much what everybody was saying about trying to be themselves. I think that's very important because you know the I agree with love being one of the most strongest vibrations, but authenticity, being your true self, allows you to be able to even love even further. So just being your true self is always to me like that's the number one um thing that elevate your vibration even higher than what it already is. And yeah, I'm just grateful just to be in here to sit here and listen to this. That's all I wanted to say.
Absolutely. Snap it up, clap it up for yourself. Everyone send some love in the chat for Muhammad. And I'm proud of you for being here because you could be anywhere else, but you're here to gain wisdom, knowledge, and also to see yourself at that highest level and to be around people. All the people who are in this chat, I want you to go inside of the Telegram and I want you to make a quick video. What are you giving yourself permission to be moving forward? Homework, quick homework. Let me put a quick homework up really fast, real quick. Also going to put this poll out. So answer this poll. I'm going to launch this poll. You should be able to see it on the screen in a couple of seconds. First thing, so we'll put it in the Telegram also, but just announcing it. First thing is give your takeaway. What are you giving yourself permission to do moving forward? And then what I would love for you to do is write down your goals for this 2026, for this year. And also, last part is recognize the patterns that keep you back or hold you back, but also recognize the patterns that push you forward. So those 3 things, okay? That's going to be inside the Telegram as well. So I'll reiterate it while you're filling out the poll. Go and put your takeaway in the chat, make a video speaking about what you're giving yourself permission to do. All right, that's number 1. Then I want you to go and basically audit what you're going to, like what habits, what patterns is holding you back, what patterns are keeping you progressing. All right. Sunshine, was there one more? I think there was one more. Did I have one more or that was it?
That was it.
Okay. All right. All right, cool. So as we close out, let me see. Let's read some of the answers. Are you all able to see the answers? I'm able to see the amount of people who answered while you're taking the poll. Can you see it, Sunshine? Oh no.
It's not in front of me anymore. I moved it out the way to see everything else that was going on here.
I wonder why some of people didn't get the poll. Some of you got the poll, some people didn't. Let's see if we can end it now and share the results. So do you see it come up on your screen now when I share the results?
Yes, and you can
Did
see
you
the
ever see
percentage.
it pop up and you kind of like knocked it away by accident or intentionally?
I did personally, yes.
Just making sure, All right, cool. So what's the space you've been avoiding the most lately? Now, let's see. The top was the mind. That was 60%. People said my mind, you've been mentally cluttered. So each day I want to see you here early, bright early. Let's declutter the mind and let's get some clarity going. Let's see. Number 2, when was the last time you did something for you guilt-free? 17% of people said today, but an overwhelming 40% said, honestly, I can't remember. In order for us to be glorious, we got to start being more victorious. Okay. And who said that? Somebody did mention something about their story. Was that? Who was that? That was Muhammad. Your story will give you your glory. Always remember that. So don't be afraid to share your story. Last question. It says, what's the hardest part about giving yourself permission to pause or reset? 46% said, I feel like I'm falling behind. And 36% said, I don't know where to start. That's why you're here. Don't forget, we got day 1 today. So be in class early, but make sure you're in the Telegram so you can be on time, be early. All right. So you can get this information. And then we have these classes 8:30 a.m. to 9:35 each day. Today's the only day we go long, but every other day is an hour and 10 minutes or so. Okay. Let's see. If you need some of those music that we was playing, y'all can put that in the chat. If they need the YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to YouTube, listen to the music. But Sunshine, any final thoughts as we close?
No, I think everything was phenomenal today. An amazing group. And just want to remind everybody to pay attention to your patterns, right? And just make sure you go out here and be great because your life is happening when? Right now. So make every second count. Go have a productive, amazing day, everybody.
All right, great stuff. Let's have everyone come off of mute. Let's snap it up, clap it up. Get everybody to see themselves at the bank, right? Let's see. Can we get the music on too?
They can unmute now.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Love y'all. Amazing.
Blessed day, everyone.
Get the bank together.
Good day, everybody.
Let's get it. Let's
Get your
go.
money.
Used to
Get
get
it
right in
right.
my bedroom.
Let's
Now
get
I got
money.
queens in the blinds. Rewind, I don't think
Bye, Sunshine.
turn off all day in the high room. I said doing heavy lifting, that's a gym too. Every little habit like a sine wave I've been through. Read a couple studies, now I study how I spend too. Power in my focus, money just a friend too.
Great day, great day,
Respect, I changed my mind first. To run through raps, now the whole life works. Relay new thoughts, watch the road convert. I had to flip my head before I flip network. Power, money, respect, I changed my mind first. I don't chase checks, I chase patterns. Stacking up skills, then the band scatter. Tiny little choices build a big ladder. Climbed out the past, now the sky's flatter. Every new belief like a new route. Brain building streets when I choose now. Rich in discipline, that's the real clout. If I lose it all, I just read